Hello, hello. Can you guys hear and see me? YouTube says that you can. Let me just verify I can. All right, all right. All right, very cool, very cool. You need 1K to go live. Dave, what's up, brother? Hey, look at everyone's already filing in. Yeah, guys, I wanted to hop on here because I'm traveling this week and I don't have time to produce a video. Dave, what's up, buddy? And this is kind of the best way for me just to kind of give everyone an update on what's going on. I'm up here in upstate New York at my mother-in-law's house in her backyard, and just wanted to kind of touch base. And as all you guys know, making a video, or at least some of the videos I make, can take up to like 8 hours. So this is a lot different, Let me see if I can go on here. I want to see how many people are in the chat, and we'll get rocking and rolling. It looks like, oh no, we have 6 people in the chat. So guys, if you're here, just kind of say hi below. If anyone's following me over from my friends from Instagram or Facebook, if you can share the stream out, please do. We'll all kind of say hi. Kevin, what's up, bro? Awesome, man. This is you're getting paid and get to watch me. That's pretty cool. So yeah, guys. Hey, Gen X, what's up, brother? I want to catch up on your video today. I'm up here with my in-laws and haven't had as much time. The goat, Mario. I haven't had as much time to watch YouTube videos or produce content. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, Kev. Appreciate it, Mario. So yeah, guys. First things first. I want to thank anyone who donated or watched the video or shared the video for the Bahamas. I am actually going to be going to the Bahamas once I get back from here. I'm going to go over there and help provide aid to our friends in the Bahamas. What's 95? I shared that video. I work in the hospitality industry, the restaurant business, and a lot of restaurateurs have kind of got together. Who else is here for Ryan? Sorry, I got to stop reading the chats. I want to tell you what I'm doing in the Bahamas. So I'm going to go over there and pretty much just provide any kind of aid. We rented the Grand Bahama. The whole community kind of rented the Grand Bahama cruise ship, and they're going to go over there back and forth. They just came back yesterday too, because if you saw from that video, literally cities were just knocked down. The death count they're estimating is 50, but from people that I've spoken to, it's much higher. So it's devastating. So thank you for everyone that's been involved with helping out in that project. We're just 50 miles offshore, and we could have been just as unlucky. So it's kind of make sure that we take care of our friends out there. Wrote a bunch of other notes that I want to go over. First one we'll talk about, as you can see in the title, how to grow your YouTube channel. I'll, of course, plug my friend Daniel, Informed Trades. It's helped me out big time. And I can't even tell you, Jacob Williams, I see her here from Dugout Chatter, my brother's channel. Make sure to check out Informed Trades. You can see him in the chat here. He has a very good course. I'm now at about 440 subscribers, pretty close to it. And because of him, I've learned a lot of things that have helped me get there. Ryan makes this like a business meeting. I don't know. That's just kind of how it is. So Jacob, make sure to check out Informed Trades. Guys, Dugout Chatter, it's actually my brother's YouTube channel. If any of you guys are baseball nerds, it's a perfect channel to check out. They do deep analysis into different things going on around in baseball. My brother's actually skilled in video editing. He's much better than my videos. I give it the best I have, but if you're into that, check it out. Something also I think is worth watching that I saw on YouTube, and during the last live stream, I talked about the concept of the purple cow, and I really got the idea from a YouTube channel called Jake Tran. He made a video about why Graham Stephan is destroying the YouTube algorithm, and why watching Graham Stephan is not going to necessarily help you because of being the purple cow. Graham was first, and he was unique in a way where he was very transparent with his investments. And if we're being like Graham, we're not the purple cow. We don't stand out. And the concept is that what is remarkable today will be average tomorrow and mediocre in the future. So if you're just duplicating someone else, you're not going to really stand out. You're just going to be in the pack. You're going to be like all those other cows. A great video, right, Mario? And the best way to probably stick out is because if you're just your most authentic self, and I think I'm kind of trying to really take that into to how I'm producing my content. Like this is the most me you're going to see. There can only be one Graham and one me. So we all want to be Graham. We all want to make 120K in ad revenue, and right now most of us here are making zero, so it can only go up from there. But that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I also want to give a big shout out to Dave, because I'm thinking about being, yourself, being just your most unique self possible. You're kind of like a snowflake. They say no snowflake is alike, and that kind of reminds me. Dave actually did something very generous. Helped out our good friend Q. Makes it happen. Helped him with a snowflake payment. He's down to $7,000 on his debt schedule payment. I believe it's a student loan. Oh, that was amazing. That's part of why this whole community is cool. And I also want to give out a shout out to Dave because he taught me a good resource for wholesaling real estate properties. I'm looking to buy another property. I actually just finished a cash out refinance. I was able to pull out over $30,000 tax free out of a property. So I'm kind of sitting on some cash, and I want to go look for other properties. So he showed me some good websites to look at, and actually in Cape Coral in Fort Myers, Florida, only about 2 hours away where my brother lives, there's a ton of multi-unit opportunities, duplexes over there that I'm actually, as soon as I get back from the Bahamas, I'm going to go over there. I've already talked to a few people out there. So Dave, I appreciate that, man. I really do, if you're still in the chat. Here we go. They're coming Monday. Solid. Dave's the man. And how about Kevin, dude? Kevin's growing like crazy, over 500 subscribers, and just absolutely crushing it. It's gonna be really exciting to see where this community is in another 6 months. Hopefully, we are all absolutely destroying it. But guys, how about the stock market today? We got another interest rate cut. Everything in my account was up. If Gen X, if you're still here, you mentioned that during the .com boom, you felt like a genius with your stock picking friends, because you'd pick a stock and it would go up no matter what stock it was. It was kind of like throwing a dart at the wall. Kevin's a prodigy. That's kind of how I felt today. Everything in my portfolio is doing great. Everything's doing great. And I'm actually going to be doing a stock reveal video pretty quick because I have rebuilt my portfolio pretty close. Yeah, there we go, Gen X. I've rebuilt ever since I bought my property. I had all my stocks sold. Now I'm about to close to $10,000. So once I get to that $10,000 number, I'll do a reveal of my portfolio. Gen X, would you say this is probably nothing like the .com boom, but it's just like everything's going up. So days like today, I just want to sit on cash. And I was actually talking to Dave about that there doesn't seem to be hit new highs on. Cash might be the best position right now. Just wait for another Trump tweet, Spencer, what's up, buddy? Actually, it's one of my college friends. I appreciate you coming to the chat. Everything is invested in Tesla. Actually, probably about 50% of the portfolio is in Tesla right now. Tesla's running away from me, I feel like. Even though I think $43 billion market cap is still pretty reasonable for what I believe the company can be. It's just dollar cost averaging up is not as fun as dollar cost averaging down. So yeah, I'm in upstate New York. I'm at Jessica's mom's house here in good old Rochester. We got the leaves changing colors. It's 70 degrees. It's 90 degrees back in South Florida. So it's my favorite time to come to upstate New York. Are you up here right now, Spencer? Are you in upstate New York? Welcome to the cold. Oh, you're in LA. Yeah, Chris, you're in Massachusetts, right, buddy? This is the time of the year, man. I want to get me a property up here. I want to find me a duplex, rent out one side, and live in the other for whenever I want to come up here. I need to get my YouTube revenue up higher so I don't have to work as much. But actually, I was in Orlando for a trade show. It's called the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association. Isn't that about? Let me see. I came back from a trade show, and I'm not sure if anyone has experience with this or could kind of give some kind of give some good insight to the idea of franchising a business. So I mentioned in my Q&A video that I'm in the commercial dish machine business, where we specialize in leasing and selling chemicals and servicing. It's a very service intensive business, and we're growing, but it takes a lot of labor and manpower to do it. So I met a guy at the show who they help you create a franchise model. And to me, that really seems like a much better way to possibly grow our business together, rather than, while I'm on vacation right now and I'm constantly on phone calls and sending quotes. I have a real hard time unplugging, and it kind of pushes me to reach the idea of fire. I don't talk about fire as much as like Kevin or some other people do on my channel, but the idea of just having control of my time a little bit better. My time is my client's time a lot, and that kind of pulls at me. I realize that most when I'm around my family members, that when they're hanging out, they can be fully in the moment. I have calls coming in, and it's a good problem to have. I make good income. I'm fortunate for it, but what are you going to do? Welcome. Yeah, if you guys could hit the like button. We have 11 people in the chat, and we have 6 likes. If we could even that up, I'd appreciate it. Inferno. Mario Palma. So yeah, I'm considering working on creating a franchise model for my business. If any of you guys have experience with franchising a business, I would I'm just dislike, unsub. If any of you guys have experience with franchising, any good advice that you could give, hit me up on Instagram. Any resources you have, let me know. Exceptional. Okay. So also in the notes, there we go. 11 people, 10 to 10. I lost someone. All right. I kind of wanted to quickly comment on the dividend degenerate or dividend grinder, whatever he calls himself, because I think it was an important lesson to kind of watch his last video. It's still on his channel. It's kind of, a mental breakdown of YouTube on just like being a YouTuber. And we're all pretty small right now, so we don't get a lot of negative feedback, and I'm sure it's going to come. But I thought it was very interesting to watch. Does anyone here watch The Office? There's that episode where Andy Bernard is watching they're about to have the show that they've been doing for years go live, and it was on YouTube, and he's like having a mental breakdown because he's getting negative comments. And I felt like that's what I was watching when I was watching the Dividend Grinder. So I just, you can't take negative comments. Like I haven't really faced that yet, because I have all you awesome people that come out and support me and enjoy my content and appreciate it. But I think it's something really important to consider as you get bigger, that not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. And just try to be, like we talked about the purple cow, just try to be the most genuine yourself that you can be, the most genuine version of yourself. And if people don't like it, they'll move on. Just try to, if you're really leaving your message, Gen X. Yeah, I think he's entertaining. He was very entertaining the way he speaks. That video was just, I found it to be very, I didn't know him well. I didn't really watch his content before. And I hope he gets a break. I think YouTube can be a very powerful thing. He was viewing it as a negative thing. So yeah, I think he wants to fight J-Mac. If J-Mac's here, yeah, J-Mac's got to look out. I saw J-Mac asked him to do a collab, so that'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, guys, what do you think about the markets? Do you think sit on the sidelines right now, or any value? I did add some things to the portfolio. Last week when things were doing well, I finally jumped back in on Facebook. I got around $188 a share. If you have any questions about investing in Facebook, go check out Kevin's video. It was awesome. My portfolio currently has a mixture of growth stocks and some dividend stocks. I don't see a lot of people here talk about cryptocurrency, and some people probably think it's rat poison, like Warren Buffett. But I did buy a couple of cryptos this week. Not Bitcoin Core. I bought Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum. I think right now Bitcoin Core is kind of winning from maximalists. Like I think it's grossly at 70% of the market cap in cryptocurrency, and I think there's definitely. And actually, I bought Ethereum around 190 and Bitcoin Cash at 300, and they shoot right up right away. But I got to remember how volatile this market is. But I do think the altcoins are undervalued right now, but I still think we're in a prolonged bear market. Like I think likely these could still go down 50%, but I want to start building it into the portfolio. So the $10,000 portfolio that I will show you guys on this channel, I want cryptocurrency to be anywhere from 10 to 20% of that. And yeah, so Dave, you think it's a double top right now? As I saw, we're flirting around the Dow 27 and change. I'm not sure where the exact top of the stock market is. I think we make higher highs. We just need to go down maybe to strengthen. The blockchain tech itself is good, but I stay away from the currency. Yeah, crypto's not for everyone. It's very explosive. I think there's some issues with Bitcoin Core itself, and I think alts will cycle eventually. We are probably, yeah. It really depends on what happens with the trade war. If an election cycle, will Trump try to keep a temperament? Thursday's last sharing one. Thank you guys. It's 10 people in chat. Sorry, I'm reading the chat and I'm speaking at the same time. I'll probably have to look for some advice on how to go through that. But yeah, I feel like we're always a tweet away from the market kind of falling over. But I think that Trump will try to keep the market doing well through an election cycle. And Minds in Motion, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. J Max Sladen. Yeah, sorry for jumping around, guys. Yeah, Trump is really, it's so weird that last year rates were just spiking up, and then now they're just going down. It's very strange that there doesn't really seem to be a reason for it. And the stock market's just volatile either way. It's looking to either go up or down. If it goes up, it's going to sell off. If rates are going to go down, it's going to. Gen X, have you ever seen anything like this? Have you ever seen anything where the market is just complete hysteria on the rate all the time? And shouldn't there be broader market fundamentals that should be considered here? Yeah, Dave, I don't know why they're cutting rates. And actually, I just cash out refinanced my property a couple months ago, and I could have got an even better rate. Like I didn't think we're going to go much lower than this. I was able to pull out all that cash, and I used Wealthfront to put a lot of the cash in. Do you guys have any other high interest checking accounts that you store your capital in before you're waiting to send it out there? If you do, let me know. I think I got about 2.3% for sitting cash, and I'm going to use that money to try and buy my capital one got lowered to 1.9. Yeah, Dave, you might want to check out Wealthfront. They're paying about 2.3 or so. IB is still 1.67. Yeah, Wealthfront, and I have some money. I have some of my tenants' security deposits in Ally Bank. I'm using those two right now. So, yeah, Donald is leveraging trade war with China to next summer for his re-election. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen. So having a good amount of cash on the sidelines, waiting to see what happens in the election, it could take a swing down. Nonsense, craziness like this. Trump is definitely the new X factor. Yeah, Trump is running the world economy, it seems, and that's funny, guys. All right, I'm just going to jump through my notes real quick. If you guys have any questions while I'm doing it, I'm probably going to wrap up. Like I said, I really try to take this time to enjoy my family. I don't get to see them all the time up here. So that's why like I said, a normal video takes me close to 8 hours between shooting, writing out the script, production, editing. I try my absolute best. So everything you're seeing is my absolute best product I can produce at this point, and I hope it only continues to get better. I try to get better at every video, at least 1%. Even something like this is new for me. I think I'm getting a little bit better. I'm talking to a live camera, so when I mess up when I speak, I can't get rid of it. So this is kind of what you get. I just use iMovie, and I think there's better software out there. So if you guys have any suggestions to that, I am open to it as well. My wife has only used that. We share the same kind of production stuff, and I want to see if we can improve that. Yeah, I think actually, Jacob, if you're still in the chat, what are you guys using? I forget the name of the software that you're using. DaVinci Resolve is free. There we go. We have one of the fancy Canon cameras. I can't tell you the exact name. I could send it to you. Minds in Motion. If you are on my Instagram, send me a message. I'll have my wife get it back to you. Dave Ramsey. Come on, that shit is what I use. Very cool. All right, let me go through notes, guys. I'll get you. It's a Canon. It was like stupid expensive. It was like $800 for a camera, which I think is pretty ridiculous. All right, just going through the notes. Everyone, make sure to check out that Jake Tran video about why Graham Stephan is killing it on YouTube. It's very valuable. Be the purple cow. Irrelevant. I have not seen Ben Felix's video about why dividends are irrelevant. I'm sure Gen X would disagree with that. Even though I like my portfolio to be a balance, I like to have dividends in there, and I like to have things that are kind of disruptive technology like Tesla, and I do have interest in cryptocurrency. I think things that can change the world will gain much more market cap and possibly outperform dividends, but they are also much more likely to fail. So you have that that risk. Lizzie the Lizard, thanks for coming to the chat. And soak up those Home Depot dividends. All right, we'll finish here. Having something of great value. So yeah, guys. So that's. Oh, another thing. So I did fly up here. I got 8 people in the chat. Guys, please tell me that you never pay for airfare. I've been able to fly for the last couple of years without having to buy a plane ticket. And I know some people don't like to use credit or credit cards, but the term credit card churning, I'll talk about it all the time. Dave Ramsey would not like it, Citizen of the Year. But if you sign up for a credit card, they give a huge number of points, and it usually equates to about 2 or 3 flights. And the key is get the credit card, meet the minimum spend requirements. Some of them are as low as $1, which the flight I took up here, and some of them are as high as $3,000. And you have usually about 90 days to spend that money. Just spend that money on the things that you normally spend that money on. Be disciplined. And then, yeah, use credit cards for everything, of course, but be disciplined. Now, some people, and I have to be sensitive to the subject because I am very frugal in most things, and I don't struggle with having money and spending it on things. But really, some people, I try to explain the concept of credit card churning to, and they're extremely worried about it. There's like, I could never do that. You know, if I have the money there, if I don't know how much is my checking account, I can't spend the money. Literally what's in my checking account is what I'm going to spend. But dude, guys, you don't have to pay for airfare. And right now with Chase United, I just got their credit card. I don't have to pay for hotels for quite a long time. I probably have a good 5 hotel stays. But this financial journey we're on, you know, trying to spend as little money as possible and investing the rest is what's going to allow us to have prosperity and have a portfolio. Oh, and Citizen of the Year, that reminds me, I've been buying Waste Management. Kind of, he brought it up in a video, and I looked at their chart, and I was like, that's a stock I would love to own. I'm owning Tesla. I buy cryptocurrency, the things that really turn your stomach. Waste Management is like the perfect stock because, you know, in down times or good times, it's going to always perform. And guys, make sure you check out Mario. I told you I would shout out your channel. Mario is a young entrepreneur out of LA. If you don't know him, I'm sure many of you do. Yeah, 20 shares of Waste Management. I'm building to there. You know, I'm building my portfolio kind of slow. Yeah, David, it is kind of expensive. You know, I think it's the 52-week low was around $90. Baz Business in the house, invest. But that's why I haven't jumped in heavy. I haven't bought the stock too heavily because it is a little expensive, but I kind of buy into a stock at a very minimal amount, maybe a few shares, and I kind of watch its price movement, try to feel the sentiment of the market, and buy on downward pressure. So that's kind of what I do. There's probably better analysis to do, and but that's what I did with Facebook. I bought a few shares. You know, I'll look for downward pressure on it from there, from the $186 mark. It shot up over 190 today. I'm sitting on my hands, don't want to buy it. Oh, Mario, how about AbbVie? AbbVie. That's been one that has fell for a long time, and it looks like it's finally found a little bit of a bottom around 65. We'll see if it's now over $70. We'll see if it can hold from there. I just started a position in waste management on the SoFi app and fractional shares. Yeah, you can't go wrong in the long term with waste management. And Dave, as you talk about, holding on to these dividend stocks, even if they fall down, at least they'll pay you every quarter to wait. So, Wolf of Ives, AbbVie is going up. Yeah, it still probably is discounted. I did buy probably a couple shares the other day of it just because it was bringing up my dollar cost average, but I'm just thinking over a 6% dividend, it's not going to really kill my dollar cost average too bad. So guys, just this is really cool for me. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to come do a little walk around. I don't get this at home. We don't have trees like this that change colors. This is a normal Ryan Giffen video, walking around talking to a camera. We don't, in Florida, it's 95 degrees, extremely humid. The sweat just stands on your skin. And it's 70 degrees here. And we're out in the country. We're in a suburb of Rochester. Absolutely beautiful. Wolf of Ives. AbbVie needs to blow up the upper channel to 75, then attempt to close gap. And Dave, knowing his fundamentals. Tampa Bay. I love South Florida. I'll never move permanently, but I am tempted to get a seasonal home here. Looking at the sun setting back over here. Probably can't see me too well. Baz Business. I'm in a suburb of Rochester, New York, man. Wolf of Ives. What part of Florida are you in? We got Minds in Motion from Tampa. Yeah, Colorado. Dave, I really think you might be seeing a live Ryan Giffen and Hidden Freedom Investing collab video in the fall, probably in another month or so. Me and my wife are planning a baby moon, and we love Colorado. And I was thinking, well, when I go there, I'll meet up with a dinner with Dave, and we'll maybe do a collab video. So I'll keep you posted on that. I got my my miles. Wolf of Ives. I'm in Palm Beach, bro. I'm an hour north of you. I can't do Miami though. Miami, too much traffic. We're actually going to be doing a bonfire Saturday night. We got a bunch of parties going on. We have my wife's having a sprinkle. All the girls are getting together for my daughter that's going to be born in January. And then tomorrow, it's a family member's birthday, my nephew's birthday. So, Uncle G, watch your wallets. Dude, it's a very slow pace of life. When I'm back home, I'm just moving a million miles an hour. You come out here, it's awesome. It's peaceful. So guys, 12 in the chat, on here for 28 minutes. That's awesome. I appreciate it. How did I meet my wife in New York? So that's an interesting question. When I was 18 years old, I just wanted to run and see the world. I played baseball. I talked about my Q&A. I had a scholarship first to go to school in Maryland. I went there for a year, and I had a buddy that ended up going to play baseball to school north of Syracuse. And I went to go visit him one day, and I went to this town called Watertown, New York. And I got there, and it was just a town of lost souls. No one was from there. There's people from Canada, people from Denver, people from Seattle. Like, no one was from there, and they were all just like living. And I was like, these are my people. Spencer, that's where I met Spencer, actually. The town of lost souls. It's a military town too. No one from there is from there. It's a very strange place. The wife, that's where I met her. I met her in college. And then I convinced her to move down to South Florida. It wasn't too hard to do. When you're here in February, you kind of get the point that, when you call your family back home in February, it's 5 o'clock where you are, and it's cold, and you haven't seen the sun in 3 weeks, and they're drinking margaritas in their backyard. It's time to leave. So, you guys have any last questions before I hop out? Let it ride for you. Oh, you're in Rome. You weren't too far from here. Isn't East Coast cold different than West Coast? Like, I feel like it's cold to your bones on the East Coast. Like, even in when I lived in Maryland, it was like cold. And I had some friends from Colorado. They're like, it's different kind of cold. So yeah, and it snows much more in Colorado than it does in Maryland. But they were complaining about how cold it was. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's all different. But guys, yeah, so no video for me this week. I'm gonna enjoy family, traveling, and just kind of taking it easy. But I appreciate all of your support. I will be getting back to your videos. I checked out Dave's yesterday and Rico's as well. And actually, Citizen of the Year had a really good analysis of Target. I just think his videos are amazing. I think that everyone should, it's such a great way to get into a stock when you first watch that video and jump in there. And yeah, guys, everyone that's here, make sure go over and check out Jose and Informed Trades on there. So is it just you two tonight? I'm gonna try and catch it, guys, but I'm not sure. We may have more family coming over. Like I said, this is few and far between I get to see them, and I really try to make it count. So I'm taking this time now to hang out with this family over here. And also Kevin's girl Alyssa did an amazing video on just kind of frugality, guys. Like, frugality is such an important part of investing. If you're spending all your money on paying for plane tickets rather than getting them for free, that $1,000 I spent, or I didn't spend, now can go in the market. Kev, of course. Hey, Helpful Entrepreneur, I gave you a shout out earlier. Everyone, please go check out his channel. Thank you so much for making that video about the Bahamas. You got people to donate their real money, help real people, dude. That was awesome. Like, that is, dude, when you did that, I was like, wow. Like, I stayed up to 2 o'clock in the morning making that video on a whim one day, and it did some good. It made me feel good. It really did. So I appreciate it, brother. And I do want to get on that Turo app. He just made a good video today about how to make money from your car. I want to check that out. And also, I want Tesla to come out with a robo-taxi network so my stock price can go up, and my Tesla that I spend 50 grand on will make me money, hopefully. So Gen X, I keep on saying your channel's like the Dividend Bible, man. What you are doing is on another level with his analysis. Like, I love PPC Ian. You probably know his channel. But, I mean, he's big time. I think your analysis into those kind of companies is actually better, valuable content. And dude, you're gonna find your people, and you're gonna be huge. And I'm appreciative to get to meet you like at this level. I think in a year you're gonna be big league. So, Ubiquitous, thanks for coming to the chat. So, guys, I'll be back on my normal schedule next week. PPC Ian is awesome, dude. He got me into dividends. Actually, before I bought my house, I bought J&J. I was buying Southern Company. Southern Company's like ran away. I was buying it at $40 a share. Now it's $60 a share. It's ridiculous. J&J, I bought it. It rose up, and I sold it right before the news came out about them possibly being aware of cancerous materials being in their products. Dave, I love. Do you own it currently? I want to get back in, but I can't, can I spend that much? I mean, the dividend is nice, but I got my brother buying it, and he actually still owns it. And I kind of, I'm jealous that I ever sold it to buy my house. My house hasn't made me as much money as so could have. Not yet. Go Ubiquitous. Miami is crazy. You sold it when I thought it was too high. It's running away. I hate when my stocks run away from me. But right now, who knows, man? The market is a little hot. Cash might be a good position to sit on, as you said, Dave. So I'm definitely keeping some around and just being patient. Like I said, my portfolio is pretty small, and I'm going to do an unveil when I hit that 10,000 mark, which should be soon, and we'll go from there. That's awesome, man. The fire movement, guys. That's the thing about this community. It's kind of got me more driven, to get there. We all can get. Dave's really close to getting there. Crazy how many people are here. Yeah, guys, thank you. I love in the chat. I was telling my wife maybe 5 or 6. We'll jump in here, but this is what it's all about, man. This is like-minded people that want to do more with their life. That don't have people to talk about their investments with all day, and I got 11. I've had up to 12 people in the chat, so that's pretty cool. So guys, make sure go over to Informed Trade tonight. Check out the live stream. Those guys are crushing it. Again, Daniel's course has been a huge help to me. My goal is to be monetized by Halloween. It's my new goal, and I think it's worth it, man. 20 more months, Dave, till fire. Tom, my bro, Tom. Actually, you have to. I called you out in my video to do the new YouTuber Q&A, man. If you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. I want to learn more about you. So if you go to my channel, Tom, and you check out, I did new YouTuber tag Q&A, and I tagged YouTubers to answer these 12 questions, and you're one of them because you've been an investor for a long time, and we could definitely learn a lot more about knowing Tom, who Tom was before he was passive income Tom. So, guys, thanks for coming to my first live stream. Hopefully, I didn't embarrass myself. That was what I was worried about. Tom's good people. I appreciate your support. Tom got tagged, but I think he missed that video. And it's hard to catch every video. We have so many people out here pumping out so much great content. I get it. You can't catch every video. But some of you OGs always do, and I appreciate it, man. I really do. Go Ubiquitous. Dude, thanks for coming to the chat, man. Let me make sure. If anyone's new here, please make sure, I'll do the plug. Please subscribe. Leave a comment. Spence, thank you so much, brother. Consider buying Tesla stock and a car. There's a lot of videos, Tom. A lot of videos. If you have time to make it, it's just a cool little video idea, and it actually helped me get some subscribers and all that. So, I'll do more live streams once I. What's the excuse? I don't really have one. Just hurt myself. But guys, you're awesome. I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna go see the fam, cook up some dinner. Much love. I appreciate it. And as always, until next time, appreciate it.